Alright guys, as promised, let's keep up with the timely information. We've got an announcement on how the Terra 2.0 airdrop will work. So in this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know for the airdrop, how much you'll get, whether it was pre-attack or post-attack, and let's get into this video. Now, just to reiterate, this is their revival plan. You've got to understand this is not them launching a 100x token. This is them launching, well, it could 100x because maybe there's hype, but this is their redemption. This is them compensating people that have had huge losses. And I've already mentioned this in my previous video, I'm staying far away from this. I mean, a couple of weeks to launch an entire new blockchain? I mean, seriously? Are you kidding me? It takes years and years and years to develop a good blockchain. I mean, just take a look at Cardano or Ethereum. They've spent years just to get upgrades. Charles Hoskinson, who is one of the founders of Cardano, has spent years having peer-reviewed testing and verifying the code amongst cryptographers all around the world. So I'm not so keen on Terra 2.0, but nevertheless, this video is going to cover what you need to know about the airdrop. So on the Medium, they've covered everything there is to know. I've linked it in the description box for you guys to go through. So Terra will have its native staking token Luna airdrop to its community as described in Proposal 1623. Now here's how the airdrop will work. May 27, 2022, eligible holders of LUNC, USTC, and AUST will be airdropped Luna on the new chain. So this is not the existing chain, which is called Terra Classic. This is on the new Terra 2.0 chain. Now, how much you are eligible to receive will depend on the type of token you held on the old chain, which was Terra Classic. It will also depend on the time period you held those tokens. This will be dependent on if it was pre-attack or post-attack. Of course, they're going to reward pre-attack people more because they didn't know this was happening, whereas post-attack people were sort of speculating and, seeking profits. So pre-attack was 7th May and post-attack would be 26th May. They've given their block heights, so 7,790,000 for post-attack and 7,544,910 for pre-attack. Now for eligibility. So at the pre-attack snapshot, so at this one, if you're part of this crowd, then you need to hold Luna and you need to have less than 500,000 in AUST. This is UST deposited on Annika. And if you're post-attack, so if you fall under this category, then you need to hold Luna and UST. This table summarizes it very well. So pre-attack, so this includes what we just said. You need to have less than 10K Luna. You need to have less than 1 million Luna. And if you have more than 1 million Luna, then this is the vesting schedule. So say you had less than 10,000 Luna in your wallet pre-attack, then you get 30% unlocked at Genesis. Then you have 70% vested over 2 years with a 6-month cliff. I mentioned this in my previous video. And if you have less than 1 million Luna, but more than 10K, then in your airdrop, you have a 1-year cliff before you can basically open it and sell it. Whereas in this segment, you have 30% that you get airdrop straight away. And then the rest will be unlocked over the next 2 years with the 6-month cliff. So let's go back to this. So if you have less than 1 million Luna, but greater than 10K Luna, then it's a 1-year cliff till you get your airdrop. It's a 2-year vesting thereafter. And then if you have more than 1 million Luna, then it's a 1-year cliff, but a 4-year vesting thereafter. They don't want the market to tank again, and that's why they have a vesting schedule. All right, and also you've got to note this. If you have pre-attack AUST, so this is the UST deposited in Annika, that is capped at 500K, to prevent whales. If you fall under that, then you also get 30% unlocked at Genesis and 70% vested over 2 years thereafter with a 6-month cliff. And if you're post-attack, then you get 30% unlocked at Genesis as well. 70% vested over 2 years thereafter with a 6-month cliff. So very similar. The only difference is the size of your wallet will matter. Date of the first airdrop, as we've mentioned many times, is May 27th. This is the Genesis. So at Genesis, 30% of the Luna airdrop will be immediately available to the pre-attack users with wallets that had less than 10K Luna. So this is the first priority. These guys are going to get their airdrops first. And post-attack will also get the 30% with any quantity of Luna. Let's take a look at this example. Let's say this woman called Alice held Luna, and she's also an Anchor depositor, and she has the following tokens. Before the attack, she had around 200 Luna, and she had around 4,800 UST. And after the attack, she had 1,000 Luna, and she had 2,000 UST. So Alice will receive 30% of her eligible airdrop at Genesis. So as you can see, she has less than 10,000 Luna in her pre-attack. So she will straight away be eligible to the 30%. And as for her post-attack Luna, it doesn't matter how much you have, you will still be eligible to your 30%. Okay, so next, let's go into the vesting schedule and how that works. So at Genesis, everything will be airdropped and the vesting Luna will be automatically staked to Terra validators. Of course, this is to preserve the network security. Also remember, when you're vesting Luna, you will gain staking rewards. So that's important. You will get your APY. So just to explain that properly, you get your airdrop. Imagine 100% is your Luna tokens airdrop. You get 30% of it at Genesis. The remaining 70% is the vested Luna, and that will be staked. And when you can withdraw those stakes and when you can pull them out depends on the vesting schedule. So for example, users will not receive the additional vesting Luna until at least 6 months later. This is known as a 6-month cliff. Also, if a user wants Luna as a liquid asset, as soon as their cliff hits, they need to undelegate their staked vested Luna. This has to be done 21 days before the first day of the cliff. Also remember, this is not compulsory. Let's say a user wants to keep their Luna staked even after the cliff and not pull it out. They can still do that and earn staking rewards. Alright guys, some of the biggest exchanges are helping Terra and they're going to be part of helping with this airdrop. So if you take a look, we have Binance and they have the new Terra 2.0 token. Luna will be distributed to eligible users based on the project's distribution plan. The distribution ratio per account will be announced separately. Bank is also supporting the launch of Terra 2.0 and the new Luna airdrop. So basically all these massive exchanges, KuCoin as well, will support the migration and the airdrop. We have Bybit as well, BitGet. To be honest, pretty much most of the exchanges, we have Gate.io will support the Terra 2.0 Luna migration. So yeah, we have a lot happening in the next 24 hours. If you were a Luna holder, make sure you go and get your airdrop. And very carefully read the requirements. Make sure you know the requirements, know that you get 30% unlock at Genesis and just depending on your wallet size, and then see how the vesting schedule works. Remember, if it's less than 10,000 Luna pre-attack, then you will get 30% unlock at Genesis. And for post-attack, it doesn't matter how much Luna you hold, whether it's massive amounts or smaller amounts, you still get the 30% unlock. That's all you really need to know, to be honest. You just need to know what you as an individual are eligible to get, and you don't want to miss out on that, because if you're going to get compensation, you might as well take it. Anyway guys, that's everything you need to know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.